Mike, just first and foremost, what does a day like this mean to you where you get your third contract and you say you want to be a Buck for life?
It means the world to me and my family. They wanted to stay here. I wanted to stay here, and we were happy that we were able to make a deal happen.
When you think about that day you were drafted by Jason Light and this moment, how do you encapsulate that all?
I mean, that day seems like it was yesterday, and that was 10 years ago now, and it's like I've been living a dream. Obviously I've had trials and tribulations, but I kept my faith, just worked hard, had some great people around me, and I'm still able to do it at a high level. So I'm very appreciative of that.
And you talk about doing it at a high level. Your consistency is probably the number one thing that everyone talks about. Just for you and your goals and where you see this organization, just what is that for you personally and also for this team?
It's a lot. I mean, when people say consistent, that's what they know me by. Consistently great is what I want it to be, not consistently good, because I feel like I'm a great player and I feel like I got a lot to prove. So, and I feel like this team has a lot to prove. So hopefully, we get our core guys back, Baker back, and we can have a better chance at trying to get a Super Bowl trophy.
When going into this offseason, what was the moment for you when you said, "I'm staying here"? That you mentioned there were other teams, possible suitors.
Yeah, it was always in the back of my mind. Like, I mean, Tampa is that's my number one, always. And we were at dinner, and then my wife said, "We should stay in Tampa." And then that was it. And then I was like, all right, we're going back to Tampa. And so, my agents worked with Jason and Mike and the front office, and we got the deal done. And we're extremely happy.
And then for this community, not only you putting into it, but what they give you. Can you talk about that symbiotic relationship?
I mean, this fan base, to me, I wish they did how they treated me. I know I've been here a while, and I've won a Super Bowl here, and I've done some good things here. But I wish the fan base would treat the whole team like that. Like the fans really, we have a really great relationship, and they've treated me and my family great through the ups and the downs throughout my career, and I'm very appreciative of them for that.
And then also, just as you kind of move into next season, was it important to have this past year to know that we're still pushing for a Lombardi, that we're still making strides to be one of the best teams in the league?
Absolutely, and we're going to try to do the same this year, but be even better, be more consistent this year. We lost a lot of close games last year. I feel like we can, work a little bit harder and get those wins this year.
And then last question, how important would it be to bring the band back together to say, and you have Baker out there and you have some other players who, Antoine is technically signed, whether tag or long term, but to just know that there would be that stability entering next season?
I mean, that's what you want in a team. You look at all the good teams, they've been together for at least a few years, and been around each other and have that camaraderie and within the whole team and the coaching staff. So you want that. But, whatever happens, we got to make it work. But, hopefully, obviously, we want Baker back, Tristan and Levante and all those guys.